Hello viewer, my name is Stella with Stella JB Fashion. Today I will be showing you on how to design and draft an easy corset design. The materials and the basic measurement for this course will be in the description. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to lay out and cut a corset pattern ready for sewing. If you are new to these sewing patterns like the one we will use for this corset, see the links for my course and the basic pattern. What we have already done the basic body, so what we need to do, we need to look for the bust pan, but before we look for the bust pan, let's then look take the neckline. I'm using 6.5 for this for the sake of this tutorial, but if you want to use 7, that's fine. It all depends on what you want. If you still want 8 inches, is okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm using 6.5. Then you join the point together like so. Then go ahead to label it, that is the neckline. This is the bust point, under bust, then the waistline. So when you are done with that, go ahead to look for the bust span, which is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. That is what I'm doing. So you also go to the under bust, mark 4, the waist, mark 4, then join the point together like so. Okay, when you are done, the next thing you do, look for the radius of the bust, which is the distance between the bust and under bust, which is 3.5. Then mark it round to get the radius, as you can see, like the way I am doing. But if you have your compass, you can use your compass to do that to make it faster. But for the sake of people that don't have compass, so I have to use this method by going through it 3.5 to make a circle. That is the radius of the bust. Okay, just go through it round like I'm doing. So just go through it and make your radius. Don't be in a haste. Just do it in a pointed way, a dotted line. Make sure you are accurate. So this is not what we want to use, okay? It's just like a guideline for us. So this is the circle, the radius of the bust. So the next thing you do, you have to look for the darts. Go under the bust, take 1 inch in both sides. 1 inch in both sides. Then do the same thing on the waistline. 1 inch in both sides, okay? 1 inch in both sides. Then join the 2 points together as I'm doing it. Okay, just draw the points. Make sure you draw it fine. So like so. So what you need to do, join the point to the bust point in a curved way, like I'm doing right now. In a curved way, okay? Just join the points. Do the same thing in the other one, like so. So that is all for that. So once you are done with this, so the next thing you do, okay, at the neckline, take also 1 inch in both sides. Join it to the bust point as I'm doing it right now in a curved way. Just be careful. Don't be in a haste. Okay, so do same that way, by joining the curve like so. I've done this. So the next thing you do, the bust point, take 2 inches upward it all depends on what you want. If you like, you can take 1.5. It depends on how deep or high you want your bust to be. You want it to be. If you want your cleavage to show, you can go a little bit lower. But if you want it cover, you can still go higher, like 2.5. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm taking 2 inches. So from there, you take 1 inch. Do same the bust, then join the point together. Okay, it's just a guide. So like so that point, join it to that place, join the 2 points together. Okay, so this, join it, you make 1 inch in both sides, so that by the time you are curving it, when you finish sewing it, it's going to be round and not sharp. So join it in a curved way, join that 2 points together. So like so, don't be in a haste. So make sure you get the points correctly. So join it like so. Okay, when you are done with that, so you go up this, from that point, join it to that also point. So join the point. Okay, so we have done for this part. So when you go on that point, mark 1/2 inch there. As we all know, at that part of our bust, the side bust, we have fuller bust there, so that is why we are creating 1/2 inch there to create more space. So join that point, join it together in also in a curve way, make it fuller. Okay, in a curve way, join that point together as I am doing right now. So join that 2 points together carefully, like so. So when you are done with that, so just take this line, take it up. Okay, take it up, so like that. So then join the point together. So like so. Make sure it's getting to the armhole, to join with the armhole. Okay, so I'm going ahead to take the horizontal measurement, that is the bust measurement, which is 36 divided by 4 give 9. So I also go to the waist measurement, which is 32 divided by 4, that is 8 inches. So at this point, note I have not added any seam allowance. I didn't add the dart allowance, and no allowance is added yet. Okay, so I'll be adding them while cutting the fabric. So you join the 2 points together. Okay, so like so, you have to be careful at this point to know which to cut. Okay, just watch me carefully the way I'm cutting, so I don't cut out the useful one, the important one. So like so, cut gradually. Okay, take your time and watch the way I am cutting out the dart parts. Okay, I'm bringing out the center. I'm going to cut out the center front. Okay, just watch, be careful while cutting, to be extremely careful. Like so, be careful at this point. So that is the center front. Okay, so I'm cutting one of the bust cup, label cup 1, so you don't get confused when you are joining them. So note, I have not added any allowance. I keep saying it so that you are not confused, okay? So when I'm cutting the fabric, I will add allowance even to the 2 curves, to the front, to the center front. I'm using 1/2 an inch. That is for the joining. I'm going to use 1/2 an inch for the joining when adding the allowance. Okay, just be careful while cutting. Cut gradually. As I'm cutting right now, be careful. Just take your time. So like so. Then cut the side of your corset gradually, as I'm cutting right now. Cut gradually. Just cut gradually, okay? So that is, I've already cut them out. That is how it's going to look like. But don't forget to label the other one, which is 2. You label it 2. Okay, so I'll go ahead to tape it for you to show you how it's going to look like. I've gone ahead to join them, to couple it together. This is exactly how it's going to look like. Okay, so that is the center part of the corset, and this is the other part of it. And why this part is the part where our bust is more fuller, okay, and why this is the side ways of the corset. Okay, so this is exactly how it's going to look like. It's so beautiful, as you can see. So let's go ahead to do the second part of the corset. So now let's draft the back panel. So all I just need to do is just to transfer all these points to the back. So go ahead to transfer the lines. Okay, so that is the neckline. Transfer those points, okay, the bust point, the underbust, okay, then the waist. Then go ahead to roll it. This part is the zip allowance, which is 1.5, okay, 1.5 inches. If you want to use 1, it's fine. If you want to use 2, but I'm using here 1. So we'll go ahead to label the neckline, the bust point, underbust, then the waist, okay. Then the bust pan, which is 8 divided by 2, to give us 4. So take 4 under the bust, 4, the bust line, take 4 inches as well as the neck, okay. So join the point together. So take 1/2 inch in both sides. So go ahead and join the point to the neckline, to the waist, neck to the waist, like that, like so, like so. So the same thing here, okay. So join the points, okay, that way. Take all the horizontal measurements. The bust measurement I'm using here is 36 divided by 4, which is 9 inches, okay. So do the same thing at the neck, the same number. Go to the waistline, 32 divided by 4, which is 8 inches, okay. Before then, take the dart, then measure what is there, then add it. So Okay, you add it. That is the darts that we are removing. Okay, then at the waistline, take it, that's it, add 1 inch. Okay, that is the darts, because I'll be cutting it out. So what you want to do, because we want to shape it, we want the back to look nice. So I removed 2 inches. Then I want to slant it so it will have a very nice shape at the back. So I want to make it in a curved way. So I'm going to join it like so. Okay, just like that. Anyhow you want to make it, if any shape you want to give it, give it. So that is all for that. So I go ahead to do the cutting. So this is the final part of it. The first panel, the first type of corset, and we also have the second type of corset. So in this first corset, we have 2 panels. Okay, so this is the side, this is the second part, which have 3 panels. You see it. Okay, so I have not added any seam allowance. That is the center front of the panel, while that is the side front, okay, of the panel. That is, this one right now is the back, okay, of the corset. Thanks for joining me. This has been Stella with Stella JB Fashion. Comment if you have any questions and check my links if you need help with your fashion designs. I would love to help you perfect your work. If you found this video helpful, press the like button and subscribe to the Stella JB Fashion channel for more helpful tutorials and content for fashion designers.